Historical revisionism. To some people, that idea entails simply a new way of looking at an event or time. To other people, though, historical revisionism is a misrepresentation of what happens to advance an ulterior motive. One example is probably, I'm just going to talk to you about the most common, probably the most popular historical revisionist theory in America. It has been for many years, and why it's a lie. People have conservatives, both religious and religio-economic, have stated, have proposed that the founding fathers never intended separation of church and state. Instead, they point to the Ten Commandments as the basis for American law. And it's baloney, but an astonishing number of people believe it, and many conservatives have endorsed these views, from Sean Hannity to Antonin Scalia, and that's just wrong, because, well, people always try to isolate the Jefferson's metaphor of wall of separation between church and state as being isolated to the Constitution. Well, the First Amendment says Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Is it really that hard to get? And what's more, in 1790, President Washington wrote in a letter to a synagogue that, rest assured, their beliefs would be, the Jewish beliefs would be perfectly allowed to thrive under American law. Yet, in 2010, the Texas State Board of Education, whose board in question has very few professional members, and it has these kooks, basically, who like to peddle such theories, and as well as creationism. The State Board of Education has stated as a standard that John Calvin be discussed as an influence on American law. Wrong. Calvin was the founder of Puritanism, which called for a society based on the Old Testament, Old Testament law, and that was what was tried both in England in the 17th century. In the early 17th century, people came to America because they were being persecuted, and with good reason. They persecuted people too. They executed or exiled people for not practicing ultra-conservative, gloomy, bleak Christianity. And Oliver Cromwell, the Puritan dictator, was so unpopular that he was given a posthumous execution. People dug up his corpse and actually executed the corpse. And furthermore, that's not what we do in America. We don't send Jews or Muslims or Hindus to the gulag because they don't follow the right faith. We've never done that. Well, we did in those days, but we haven't certainly done that at all since the late 18th century. Also, people suggest that the Ten Commandments were the basis of American law, and that is false. We don't We don't enforce laws that tell people not to cheat on people, criticize their parents, practice other religions. No, we don't do that. If we did, where would America be? So I hope that this clears everything up. Sometimes I wish I could invent time travel just so I could show people that they're wrong. Well, hopefully you, the enlightened viewer, will get it. I salute you.